It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That's good.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and a change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
They go play action now. May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
He finds Douglas complete. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
9-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. The Eagles 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
This short throw caught by Goddard. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up second down. So you look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now second and goal.
Great, set. Yo, touch, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Yo, touch.
Now a toss right to Barkley. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Eagles nothing.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Barkley, inside handoff. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Patriots will take over possession here up at the 44.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking to throw. May. That's complete. Travion Henderson. He's got room to roam. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Travion Henderson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Pats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Eagles, nothing. Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hurts. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9.
47-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we picked off by Jihad Campbell. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Mays pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Good.
Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Great, set.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Great, set.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Great, set. 180. Hey, he in motion.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold the lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
2nd and 10.
Great, set.
Looking to throw. And this one complete to Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To the air, May. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
5.
Here's May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's May. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now on 4th down, is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No gain on the play.
It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Gain of 15 yards.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but They were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Great.
Back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pass to Brown, he's got it on the crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw again. To Barkley on the check down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Out route pass complete to Goddard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll throw with May. Over the middle, complete. That's Douglas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. May going to give it to Henderson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Crazy.
Throwing here is May. He finds Douglas complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A quick hitter complete. It's Henderson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Looking to throw. May. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. May looking to run. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, what's that?
They'll try and throw for it with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
A gain of 14. 1st down, New England.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Hey, what's up?
Straight ahead, Henderson busts through the tackle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
They'll go again with Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Patriots are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
28. Eagles 14. Borregales to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Hurts. Now he'll tap this and run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 10 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He was brought down by Jack Jones. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Once again, it's Henderson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run once more with Henderson. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
2nd and 16. At the 29.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this win was impressive, Charles. And look, they were honest with us this week. They had this game circled on the calendar for quite a while, coming in and taking down the reigning Super Bowl champions.
And you and I both know from experience that having the title reigning Super Bowl champs is a blessing, but a curse when the next season begins, right? Because everyone circles that game on their schedule. They can't wait to come in and play, and they often do things you don't even expect because they figure, what do we have to lose? We're playing the Super Bowl champs.
So for the Patriots, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.